Why so serious?
Stay cool, bird boy. Can you be cold, Batman?
So DC films are epic and no one can tell me otherwise. Let's get straight to my probably controversial thoughts. DC films are better and more original than the MCU films. Sure, DC has made more stinkers. I'm looking at you, Green Lantern and Justice League. But when they get it right, they knock it out of the park with gritty, darker and more personality-driven films. The MCU, yes, they've got great films, but let's be real, a lot of them start blending together after a while. It's a rinse and repeat method, and it worked. From Iron Man to Avengers Endgame, the MCU had a fantastic run. I love some of those films, and they have made more good films than DC, but the DC films have more quality. My DC top 10 might genuinely surprise you, and yes, there are a lot of Batman films. What I love about these DC films is that they're not tied to one big storyline or specific order. Each one feels unique in its own right. Let me know if you agree, and for the record, I'm leaving out The Batman 2022, Shazam and Wonder Woman. Though they're still really good films, they just didn't manage to get into my top 10. So here's my list from 10 to 1. The top 3 are truly great films, and you might be surprised by one of them. Starting at number 10, The Suicide Squad 2021. James Gunn managed to pull a miracle by saving this franchise after the disaster that was Suicide Squad 2016. The action is over the top, the characters are bonkers, and King Shark, voiced by Sylvester Stallone, is a hilarious scene stealer. It's a wild ride, filled with irreverent humour and mayhem. Plus, Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, she nails it. This movie is mental, but in a good way. Number 9 is a classic, Constantine 2005. Keanu Reeves as John Constantine is criminally underrated. Sure, the character in the comics is British and blonde, but Keanu brings his own chill, deadpan charm to the role. He's battling demons and angels, smoking his lungs out and dealing with an existential crisis. Sounds like a standard Tuesday. And how could I forget Tilda Swinton as the androgynous angel Gabriel? It's a brilliant, dark and eerie film with plenty of sarcastic wit. Maybe a bit low, but at number 8, it's The Dark Knight Rises 2012. Christopher Nolan wraps up his Batman trilogy in epic fashion. Yes, it had a lot to live up to after The Dark Knight, but Tom Hardy's Bane brought something new to the table. You couldn't understand half of what he was saying, but man, did he make breaking Batman's back look easy. Christian Bale was as solid as ever, though it felt like he spent half the movie climbing out of that prison pit. Still, a worthy end to a fantastic trilogy. In at number 7 is Watchmen 2009, a deeply polarizing film, but I'm in the camp that loves it. Zack Snyder's visual style suits the dark, gritty tone of Watchmen perfectly. It's not your typical superhero film. These characters are flawed, morally ambiguous, and downright depressing at times. But that's what makes it brilliant. Plus, that opening sequence set to Bob Dylan's The Times They Are A-Changin' is pure genius. Dr. Manhattan, Rorschach, these characters stick with you long after the credits roll. A real quotable cult classic. In at 6, yes, it's Batman and Robin, 1997. The masterpiece of puns and rubber nipples. Look, I know what you're thinking, but hear me out. Batman and Robin is so bad it's good. Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze? I mean, come on, you can't beat his ice-cold puns. Let's kick some ice, or stay cool, bird boy. The movie is campy, ridiculous, and George Clooney's Batman is basically just George Clooney in a cape. But it's a guilty pleasure. If you go in knowing it's absurd, you'll have a laugh. Number 5 is such a good film. Batman Begins 2005, the film that kick-started Nolan's trilogy. Christian Bale's Batman gave us the gritty reboot we didn't know we needed. It's got everything, a brilliant origin story, Liam Neeson as Ra's al Ghul, and Cillian Murphy's creepy as hell Scarecrow. Bale's Batman voice might be a bit over the top, but this film redefined the character for a new generation. Plus, it made us all believe a billionaire with a deep voice could save the day. A British classic at 4, it's V for Vendetta 2005. Remember the 5th of November. This film has so much style, political edge, and brilliant performances that it still holds up today. Hugo Weaving's masked V is charismatic and unforgettable, and Natalie Portman shines as Evie, even after that infamous head-shaving scene. The movie's dark dystopian themes feel more relevant than ever. It's the kind of film that gets you thinking and might just inspire you to don a Guy Fawkes mask. Now, the top 3 is excellent, and I think you will be shocked by my next one. But if you are enjoying the content, do consider subscribing and please drop a like as it helps the channel out. What a year 2005 was for DC, by the way. At number 3, It's a History of Violence, 2005. Wait, what? This is a DC film? Yes, it's based on a graphic novel by DC's Vertigo imprint, and boy, is it a hidden gem. Directed by David Cronenberg and starring Viggo Mortensen, this is a gritty, intense thriller about a man with a dark past trying to live a quiet life. It's got some of the most shocking moments in any DC film, and Mortensen's performance is top-notch. Ed Harris and William Hurt also bring their A game. This one doesn't get enough love. My number 2 is epic, but unfortunately its sequel is not good. It's The Joker, 2019. Joaquin Phoenix's Joker is haunting, tragic, and unforgettable. It's less a superhero film and more a gritty character study of a man's descent into madness. The film is a slow burn, and Phoenix's portrayal of Arthur Fleck is uncomfortably real. It's dark, disturbing, and will leave you feeling uneasy. Everything a good Joker story should be. Plus, that bathroom dance scene is already iconic. Yes, you have definitely guessed what this one is, but at number 1 is the best DC film ever made. It's The Dark Knight, 2008. No surprises here. This is the gold standard of superhero films, not just DC films. Heath Ledger's Joker is a once-in-a-lifetime performance, chaotic, terrifying, and unforgettable. Christian Bale is at his best, and the tension between Batman and Joker is electric. Every scene with Ledger is mesmerizing, from the magic trick with the pencil to the interrogation room showdown. Michael Caine and Gary Oldman are brilliant as Alfred and Gordon, and Aaron Eckhart's Harvey Dent adds another layer of tragedy to the story. This isn't just a great superhero film, it's a masterpiece of cinema. So there you have it, my top 10 DC films. Agree? Disagree? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Did I miss any great movies? And don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe for more. Peace out.